Welcome to Mighty Ride Junkies with the second to last video for Seaworld San Diego. Today we will be covering all the holidays that take place within the park. As usual, if the park doesn't do anything special other than ticket sales, I won't be mentioning it. Starting with Chinese Lunar New Year, the park floods with decorations and Asian-inspired food stands pop up as well. The park also does some interactive activities along with adding 2 new shows. This event usually lasts about 3 weeks, but on the day of the actual Lunar New Year, there is a fireworks celebration. Moving on to Cinco de Mayo. Cinco de Mayo is something that is celebrated kind of under the radar. During the 5th of May, the Seven Seas Food Festival is taking place within the park. Up until 2017, Cinco de Mayo was on the back burner. It was celebrated within the confines of the park, but nothing was official. By 2017, SeaWorld started introducing Cinco de Mayo inspired musical acts for the weekends of the month of May, as well as selected food stands and drink specials that were only opened on those same weekends. This is where it gets a bit hazy. While Cinco de Mayo has been a part of SeaWorld for some time within their food festival, 2020 marks the first year that the park separated the events. In 2020, while the food festival was set to go on, Cinco de Mayo was officially being celebrated by SeaWorld during the first weekend of May as its own event. However, the details of the difference of this own event versus the past ones were kept under wrap, and nothing was officially announced. In March of 2020, the event was canceled due to the COVID-19 shutdown. Time will only tell if this event will be separated from the food festival in 2021. Memorial Day weekend marks the start of the summer festivities for SeaWorld, but I must say, SeaWorld probably does more than any other theme park around it with remembering those who fought for our freedom. Most parks give the free admission and recognizing the active duty or veterans within the crowd. While SeaWorld does do this, they go a step further with a massive marching band parade and probably one of the coolest things. On the long green grass areas of the park, guests can plant an American flag in the ground to remember someone who paid the ultimate price for freedom. By the end of the weekend, you will see more red, white, and blue than the green grass. Nothing too exciting for 4th of July. They do a pretty lengthy fireworks show for the day before, the day of, and the day after the 4th of July. Labor Day weekend hosts another fireworks show and marks the end of the summer season for the park. As all of you know who have been here since the beginning of this channel, Halloween is very near and dear to me. I usually do a video just covering the events of Halloween within the park, but SeaWorld was a little different. Not that I don't enjoy it, but SeaWorld's Halloween event is very much targeted towards young children with Halloween Spooktacular. SeaWorld offers trick-or-treating, a Sesame Street themed parade, a hay maze, and some of the park's popular shows are given a Halloween twist. For the adults, they do have a festival in a section of the park that offers different adult beverages, but does lack the themed food. In 2019, Manta got a retheme to its pre-show. Instead of letting you know you're a Manta, the ride will give you one of 2 pre-shows. One where you jam out to Michael Jackson's Thriller before being launched, and the other a conversation between Dr. Frankenstein and Igor as they begin the process to bring the monster to life. SeaWorld's Christmas celebration throws lights all throughout the park. Shows are rethemed to incorporate the holidays. There is also an ice skating show that is introduced during the season. There is some themed foods, but the main focus is to the events around the park. Every night, SeaWorld does a Christmas tree light-up ceremony, where kids can meet with Santa or Rudolph, and there's also some caroling near the orca whales. Manta is once again rethemed with 2 pre-shows. The first being a flight test for Santa using the Manta train. The second is basically a light show with Christmas music playing in the background. The Christmas goes right through the New Year's holiday, and the park doesn't remain open until midnight for New Year's Eve. And that's it for the holidays that take place in the park. When I come back, I will be covering the last video, for now, for SeaWorld San Diego, and we will also get a hint at the next park we are going to cover. So stay tuned, and until then, be safe.